Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended, and this is kind of a reminder to some of you that might have forgotten about this thing because you haven't used this in the past, but this is how you have a never-ending supply of cementing paste as well as organic polymer, in case you didn't know that already. So basically, let me introduce you, in case you're new to the game, to the Actina. The Actina is something that is going to constantly produce, when it's wandering, cementing paste, also known in this case as Actina paste. Now, they will produce up to 1 stack in their inventory, whatever your stack size is, and they will also slowly produce organic polymer in a stack of organic polymer. Now, that is a super useful thing because you can passively generate this as you're playing the game. As long as these things are on wander, that is what you're going to want to do. Now, again, they're pretty easy to tame. I'll show you real quick using this guy and where to find them. But if you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and then consider subbing to the channel. I'm getting close to 100K, and that's been my dream all along. So anyways, how do you set this up, right? So you've got a whole bunch of Actina that you want to tame. The first thing you have to do is tame one. In order to do so, you have to shoot them in their non-shell zone, in the head or the butt, and they will get knocked out. Now, once they are knocked out, you need to force feed them veggie cakes. Now, they will eat veggie cakes, and you can see that this one right here is unconscious, and it will eventually eat this once its food goes down far enough. Now, usually you need to have some form of narcotic in order to keep them, because they will wake up before eating all of your vegetable cakes. You kind of have to babysit them a little bit, and level does not matter, by the way. So don't care if it's a level 1 or a level 100 million, it doesn't matter. They're still going to produce at the exact same rate. Now, these wild Actina, you tame this thing essentially, and then once you've got it, you can pick it up by your hands, and then once you've picked it up, you drop it in a line inside of your base, and then once you're trying to go through all of your stuff, you're just going to go over here, pick up the paste, and put it in your inventory. Now, again, not hard to tame. Just put in sweet vegetable cake. Now, once you get the sweet vegetable cake, yeah, tame them, and then you get them in as many as you can. I've seen people in like having multiple hundred Actina because they're trying to get a massive amount of cementing paste, and you can get a massive amount of cementing paste because each one of these will produce about 100 an hour, from what from what I'm understanding. So like 45 minutes to an hour, you'll get 100 cementing paste per snail. So if you're getting, let's say you get 10 snails, that means you're making 10,000 cementing paste an hour, also known as 240,000 cementing paste a day, assuming you're picking it up, of course. You can get a ridiculous amount of, like, hundreds of thousands of cementing paste in a very short period of time. That's why people get so many snails and why they are so valuable. Having just a few of these will set your entire game differently than it would have been without them. Now, where do you find them, right? So on your map, the easiest place to find snails is anywhere that has a swamp area. Or, more realistically, the best place to find them is if you're willing to adventure into the redwoods forest in the middle of the map. Snails are just moving all over the place in there. Now, you will have to pay attention because they are not very big, so they can be hard to spot. But fortunately, they make these really gross noises, like you can hear like the squishing and the ooshing, and that's all weird. But yeah, so having a whole bunch of these is the best way long-term to get a crazy amount of cementing paste. And again, it'll also provide you, over time, they will produce organic polymer for you as well. They also store organic polymer at a reduced rate, as in it's not going to like die as quickly inside of them. So that's a huge benefit of having an Actina. So getting a whole bunch of these, creating an Actina farm will give you access to the most cementing paste that you can get on the island. Again, unless you're checking the beaver dams every 10 minutes, which doesn't give you that much, this is a safe way to sustain a ridiculous amount. And you're going to have to encumber them, otherwise they'll walk all over the place, or you can just place them in a cage. So that's all you have to do. Hopefully this video helps you out, and other than that, Teach out.